Hello MotoGP fans, welcome back to ZNGP today. Gigi Dall'Igna, Ducati's general manager, has addressed the recent shifts within the Ducati team, including the departure of key riders and the future direction of the brand. In a recent interview, Dall'Igna discussed the implications of these changes and Ducati's plans moving forward. Jorge Martin spoke with DAZN following his second-place finish behind Pecco Bagnaia. Despite facing a dominant Bagnaia, Martin remains optimistic about the upcoming Sachsenring race, where he hopes to capitalize on his strengths and challenge for the top spot. Paolo Campinoti, boss of the Pramac Racing team, has openly expressed his disappointment with Ducati's recent decision to choose Marc Márquez over Jorge Martin for a factory seat. This decision has significantly influenced Pramac's move to Yamaha, marking the end of a long partnership with Ducati. Francesco Bagnaia has expressed his belief that Jorge Martin will excel with Aprilia, following Martin's decision to switch from Ducati. Despite their on-track rivalry, Bagnaia acknowledges Martin's strengths and expects him to be even more formidable in the future. Don't forget to click subscribe button and the bell icon for MotoGP news update. Ducati has experienced significant changes recently, including the departure of Jorge Martin, Enea Bastianini, Marco Bezzecchi, and Pramac's switch to Yamaha. Despite these changes, Ducati remains focused on supporting their current riders and preparing for a new era. It's strange. We've been talking for 4 years knowing that we would still be together the following year. For the first time, this weekend, we knew we would go our separate ways, so it's strange. But in any case, I continue to support him. I continue to give him all the information so he can do his job. He's a Ducati rider until the end of the year, and we want the best for him. Quote from Gigi Dall'Igna. Dall'Igna also addressed Pramac's departure, highlighting the long history between the teams and the challenges of ending their partnership. We have been working together for 20 years, so it's not easy. Everyone expected us not to continue with 4 teams next year, and in the end, it happened. We are the only ones who wanted to continue. Of course, the negotiations with Paolo Campinoti from Pramac were tough, Dall'Igna said. With Ducati losing several prominent riders, Dall'Igna emphasizes that the team's focus is on nurturing new talent. The addition of Marc Márquez to the factory team marks a significant change, and Dall'Igna remains positive about the future. I don't think it's Marquez's fault or anyone else's problem. The reality is that we have developed good riders, champions. And we cannot continue working with them in the future. They have to find their place and ride the best bike possible for them. Dall'Igna's statement. Looking ahead, Ducati is preparing for a new era with younger riders, including Fermín Aldeguer. This shift represents Ducati's commitment to developing future champions. We have started a new era because next year we will have Fermín Aldeguer. So we are starting again with younger riders to help them grow and find the champions of the future. Dall'Igna concluded. Gigi Dall'Igna's insights into Ducati's evolving landscape reflect the team's resilience and forward-looking approach. As Ducati navigates these changes, they remain committed to excellence and the development of future stars. Stay tuned for more updates on Ducati and the MotoGP Championship. Jorge Martin expressed satisfaction with his performance this weekend, despite being unable to surpass the impressive pace set by Pecco Bagnaia. Martin highlighted the challenges he faced and the improvements he made to close the gap to the leader. I'm very happy. It's been a difficult weekend, especially with the pace Pecco has set. I've tried to close that gap throughout practice and the race, and while I couldn't beat him, I felt good and used all my resources. Quote from Jorge Martin. Martin acknowledged the key role of tire choice and the impact of the cold temperatures on his performance. He remains appreciative of his effort, despite Bagnaia's superior pace. The medium tire was my weapon, but it wasn't enough in the end. Pecco was far superior this weekend, and being close to him is not a bad thing. I'll try again in Germany. Jorge Martin said. Dani Pedrosa, who was present during the interview, reminded Martin of his strong performance at Sachsenring last year. Martin agreed that the track is well suited to his style and expressed confidence about his prospects for the upcoming race. Sachsenring is one of my favorite tracks. I'll aim to start strong and try to win again, which has been missing lately. I think we're improving, and if we continue this way, we'll be among the best at Sachsenring, Martin told by DAZN. Martin is hopeful that the track characteristics at Sachsenring will favor his riding style, giving him an edge over competitors like Bagnaia. Sachsenring suits my track style well, and I'm feeling strong and ready. I believe we're in a good moment, even if we haven't reached my best yet. I hope to find a solid weekend there, Martin concluded. Jorge Martin's positive outlook and recent performances set the stage for an exciting race at Sachsenring. With confidence in his track skills and a strong showing at recent events, Martin is poised to challenge for victory. Stay tuned for updates as the MotoGP season continues to unfold. Paolo Campinoti has revealed that the decision to overlook Jorge Martin in favor of Marc Márquez was a major factor in Pramac's decision to switch to Yamaha. Campinoti felt let down by Ducati, especially after Martin's impressive performances. We strongly believe in the Yamaha project and their ability to return to the top. We felt that our time with Ducati was overdue to choices we didn't agree with. We were let down, especially by not having Martin join the factory team. Quote from Paolo Campinoti. Campinoti highlighted that Martin had been passed over twice for a factory seat, first by Enea Bastianini and then by Marquez. This repeated oversight influenced Pramac's decision to seek a new direction. We thought Martin was the better candidate. We saw a change in strategy from Ducati that didn't align with us, so we decided to seize another great opportunity with Yamaha, Campinoti said. With Jorge Martin leaving for Aprilia next season, Pramac will have to fill 2 vacant spots for the 2025 season with Yamaha. Campinoti reflected on Martin's significant contributions to Pramac and the team's disappointment over not being recognized by Ducati. Our mission was to bring young riders to the next level, and when those efforts aren't recognized, it makes you question if you're on the right path. Martin's achievements were not acknowledged, which prompted our decision to change, Campinoti told by DAZN. Campinoti also noted that Martin's performance, including leading Pramac to a team title, was not rewarded as he had hoped, further fueling the decision to partner with Yamaha. If you don't see your work rewarded, you question your approach. We now have a great opportunity with Yamaha that matches our ambition, Campinoti concluded. Paolo Campinoti's candid comments underscore the shifting dynamics within the MotoGP paddock and reflect broader themes of recognition and reward in the sport. As Pramac prepares for a new chapter with Yamaha, the implications of these decisions will unfold in the coming seasons. Stay tuned for more updates on team changes and MotoGP developments. Jorge Martin, currently leading the MotoGP Championship, will join Aprilia next season after being passed over for a factory Ducati seat in favor of Marc Márquez. Pecco Bagnaia, who recently won at DAZN, believes Martin's riding style will complement the Aprilia bike perfectly. Jorge is a very strong rider with fantastic speed and braking skills. His riding style suits the Aprilia bike perfectly, and I think he will be even stronger this season. Quote from Pecco Bagnaia. Bagnaia's remarks come as Martin continues to lead the championship, despite finishing second to Bagnaia in the recent DAZN races. Martin's performance at Sachsenring, where he won both races last year, will be a key indicator of his form as the season progresses. Bagnaia, who secured his third consecutive win at DAZN, acknowledges the heightened competition in MotoGP this season. With rivals like Marc Márquez, Pedro Acosta, and Maverick Viñales, the championship has reached unprecedented levels of competitiveness. The level of competition this season is the highest we've ever seen. We are racing faster than ever, and the competition is fantastic. Martin is in great shape, and with contracts settled, many riders, including Acosta and Viñales, are now more focused on their riding, Bagnaia concluded. Bagnaia's comments highlight the intense rivalry and high standards in the current MotoGP season, setting the stage for an exciting second half. As Jorge Martin prepares for his move to Aprilia, Francesco Bagnaia's endorsement reflects the high regard in which Martin is held. With the championship growing ever more competitive, fans can look forward to thrilling races and fierce competition in the remainder of the 2024 season. Stay tuned for more updates on the MotoGP action. Thanks for watching ZNGP today, and this is your MotoGP news update. See you in the next video.